Good evening and welcome to Whiteland High School for tonight's Indiana High School boys basketball game between the Whiteland Warriors and the Center Grove Trojans in the 2023 Johnson County Tournament Semifinals. Hello, one, Kevin Conrad along with Rick Sauter. We welcome everyone to our coverage of Center Grove boys basketball presented by IU Health. This is the Pella Windows and Doors pregame show. Rick, game one, very exciting, right down to the wire. Low-scoring contest, but the Franklin Grizzly Cubs pulled out by one over Greenwood, 30-29. So Franklin punches its ticket to the county championship game tomorrow night. Here in game two, Center Grove and Whiteland.
Yeah, that first game was exciting, and as typical with the Franklin-Greenwood game, pretty much anything Greenwood's playing is going to be in a 30 to 40-point game, but it went down the wire, and we'll see if this one does too. Center Grove got much the best of Whiteland the first time around, but Whiteland's kind of one of those enigmatic teams. Talking to assistant coach, saying very up and down. They have 5 players that score 7 points or more, but they sometimes could just not show up as far as shooting is concerned. So it'll be interesting. I think a key for Center Grove, if we can get out early lead and kind of put it to them a little bit, they're going to remember last game, and it can be all over early.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our pregame notes presented by Pella Windows and Doors. And Center Grove have an amazing season. 12 wins, 1 loss, 6-1 on the road. Coach on now in his 9th year at Center Grove, 126 wins, 86 losses. Coach on 4 county championships for the Whiteland Warriors. They're struggling a bit at 6-9. They're 2-6 here on the home court. Their head coach is Nate Kangany in his 4th year. 38 wins, 45 losses here for the Warriors. And you look at the ranking for the Center Grove Trojans, so impressive. Number 5 this week in the coaches poll.
Yeah, number 5 in coaches and the AP poll both. So really fantastic season for the Trojans so far. And this will be interesting. You know, it is at Whiteland here. Even though we beat them earlier this time, you're going to have the Whiteland crowd, as you can hear in the background. And then you're going to have really the Franklin fans that might stay around. They're going to be rooting for Whiteland too, because they know who the favorite is. So we'll see if that might get the Whiteland group kind of fired up and make this closer to start.
So stay tuned. Coming up after the break, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and the tip-off for the second game of the semifinals of the county tournaments here at Whiteland between the Whiteland Warriors and the Center Grove Trojans. Tonight's game being presented by IU Health. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Fans. Most licensed IHSAA officials have full-time jobs
and officiate the games because of their love for the sport and their desire to serve our community in a meaningful way.
Without them, this game would not be possible.
Please join us in thanking them for being here tonight.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Fall at Ray Skillman Buick GMC means tailgates, touchdowns, and tons of inventory. We have a huge selection of brand new Buicks and GMCs in stock and ready for all your fall fun. The GMC Sierra is everybody's tailgate MVP, and the GMC Terrain is the perfect vehicle for your scenic fall drive. Check out the winning lineup of Buick and GMCs in stock at Ray Skillman Buick GMC or RaySkillmanCars.com.
Back inside the gymnasium here at Whiteland High School. We're just moments away before the starters and tip-off between Center Grove and Whiteland. This is the Johnson County Tournament semifinal game. Game 1 tonight. Franklin hangs on to beat Greenwood by 1, 30-29. Franklin led throughout, but then Greenwood made a nice comeback in that fourth quarter. and nearly knocked off Franklin.
Yeah, Greenwood always plays that really sticky defense, and when you kind of get that full court press like they did late in that game, that caused a lot of problems. What really ended up happening kind of for both teams is there wasn't a lot of fouls, so both teams at the end of that game was fouling right and left to make sure that Greenwood to get Franklin on the line, and Franklin kind of ran out the clock, and Greenwood did get a shot off with like a second to go, but just rimmed off. And but good game. Franklin will be they'll be a feisty team tomorrow. They've got some good athletes, and whoever wins this game will have a tough game on their hands tomorrow night.
So, Rick, the Whiteland Warriors, they're the defending county champs. I'm wondering if that came up in conversation this week with Coach Hahn and some of his players this week. Center Grove lost to him last year, 46-43 in the county championship down at Indian Creek.
Yeah, I remember that game, and Center Grove just did not shoot well. Whiteland got a little on top early and really played some great defense and had a huge crowd involved in that game. And I guarantee you that Coach Hahn brought that one up, and we'll see if Center Grove. I know he did the first time. This is a little more important than the first regular season game, so he's going to pound it home.
And as you alluded to earlier, Rick, the Trojans did beat Whiteland here on its home court December 16th, 81-52, and that might have been Center Grove's best three quarters they played all year long. The first, second, and third quarters, they were unbelievable. Center Grove shot the ball extremely well, especially beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, I mean, just fantastic shooting. Had everything going, no turnovers, and just really absolutely, as that score indicated, dominated that game. I don't think Center Grove is maybe that great, although we are really good. I'm not sure Whiteland is that bad. So this game, I think we're probably a 10-point favorite or so, but this should be a good game. And Whiteland's going to be fired up, come back out here, knowing that they're county champs last year.
Coach Hahn, in his ninth year at Center Grove, he's 10-5 against Whiteland. However, in the county tournament, just 2-3 against the Warriors. And you look at the series between these two schools. This is the 166th meeting. Center Grove has won 98, Whiteland 67. Center Grove has won 8 of the last 9 contests against the Warriors. Center Grove averaging 60 points a game and only giving up 46. Whiteland averaging 60 but giving up 56 points a ball game.
Whiteland's kind of hot and cold a little bit on the offensive end. Their two big players are Austin Willoughby, averages roughly 10 points a game, and is a really good athlete, can jump really well. And then White McLaughlin, really good shooter, can drive the bucket also. So those are the two players that Center Grove's going to have to watch tonight and keep an eye on.
Before we get to tonight's starters, we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem. National anthem here at Whiteland High School. Now let's listen in for tonight's starters.
Now let's meet tonight's starters. We'll begin with our visitors on the scoreboard, the Whiteland Warriors. At guard, a senior, number 11, DJ Helm. At guard, a junior, number 13, Jazz Banway. At guard, a junior, number 14, Wyatt McLaughlin. At guard, a senior, number 30, Austin Willoughby. And at forward, a senior, number 25, Braden Roy. The Warriors are coached by Nate Cankany. And now the starters for our home team on the scoreboard tonight, Cedar Grove. At guard, a junior, number 0, Jalen Bundy. At guard, a senior, number 3, Marcus Ankney. At guard, a senior, number 5, Ethan McComb. At guard, a junior, number 15, Joey Schmitz. And at forward, a junior, number 42, Will Spellman. Cedar Grove is coached by Zach Conner.
So for the Whiteland Warriors, they're led in scoring by Wyatt McLaughlin at 16 points a ball game. He had 16 in the loss against Cedar Grove back on December 16th. And leading scorer for the Cedar Grove Trojans, Marcus Ankney at 15 points a ball game. Not far behind is Joey Schmitz at 14 per game.
Yeah, Joey's really gotten hot the last several games, and his shooting has just been fantastic. So hopefully Trojans can shoot like they have recently. If they do, they're awfully tough to beat.
Junior Will Spellman at 6'5" will tip for the Cedar Grove Trojans. Austin Willoughby will tip for the Whiteland Warriors. He stands at 6'4". Willoughby is a senior. Once again, Cedar Grove is the home team tonight, even though we are playing here at Whiteland, so the Trojans in the home white uniforms. And we're underway, and it's going to be controlled by the Cedar Grove Trojans. Jalen Bundy will set it up for the Trojans. Bundy to the corner to Smits. Smits had a superb game against the Carmel Greyhounds last Friday night, leading the way for the Trojans with 20 points. McComb played extremely well against Jennings County and last Saturday's road win. McComb has really picked up his three-point shooting, and Bundy scores going to the basket, and Cedar Grove takes the early 2-0 lead.
Nice hesitation move by Bundy. He looked off everybody, and he thought they were going to pass it. He decided, I'm going to hesitate and go in strong, and he did for the layup.
Trojans man-to-man defense. 25 is Roy. Deep left corner, he'll drive baseline on Spellman. Good defense by Spellman. Jazz Banwaite out on top between the circles. Hands it off to Willoughby. Back to Banwaite. He's a lefty, drives the lane. Roy has a shot blocked on the baseline by Spellman. He leads Cedar Grove in block shots this year. That's his 33rd block shot. Marcus Ankney down the lane, missed it. Ball being tipped around, picked up by McComb. Marcus takes his first outside shot, and it's good. A three-pointer by Marcus Ankney.
Wow, great job on the Trojans on the offensive rebounds. Ankney kept it alive, and McComb found him for the open three, and Trojans starting off fantastic.
For Marcus Ankney, averaging 15 points a ball game. That's his 15th three-pointer this season. He's shooting 41% on three-pointers this year, and Cedar Grove as a team is shooting a very impressive 45% on threes. Foul against Joey Schmitz. That'll be his first, team's first. Willoughby at the line to shoot 2. Willoughby averaging 9.5 points a ball game. Second leading scorer for the Warriors. Only 38% from the free throw line. One more for the senior. Trying to get Whiteland on the scoreboard. 6:22 to play. We're in the first quarter. And now the Warriors are on the board. And we'll see a 2-1-2.
Yeah, almost like a diamond, like a 2-1-2 or 2-2-1, and just
different look here for Whiteland.
Helm was kind of playing a little bit high, almost making it a 3-1-1 type thing. But Trojans able to break it. They're back in a 2-3 zone now for Whiteland.
So Coach Kangany changing things up since we last saw this Whiteland Warriors team back on December 16th. Smith's deep right corner, short on the three. Spellman gets the rebound on the weak side. Goes back up with it and scores. First 2 points for Will Spellman, and Cedar Grove leads it 7-1.
Will's really been playing well and just made a great play there. Took his time, got back, looked around to see if somebody's open, decided they weren't, so took it inside and made a nice move.
Roy, reverse layup is good. Braden Roy's first field goal for the Whiteland Warriors. Makes it a 7-3 ball game. Cedar Grove by 4, 5:20 to play first quarter. Winner gets Franklin tomorrow night right back here at Whiteland, 7 o'clock in the Johnson County Tournament Championship game. Spellman dumps it down low to Smits. He looks opposite. McComb to Bundy. Rotates it to Ankney. Into Spellman. Spellman had it tipped away. Great defense by Braden Roy to tip that one away. Into the front court quickly is DJ Helm. Blocking foul against the Trojans. Marcus picks up his first.
Yeah, not necessarily a bad call, but awfully late. I think if he would have kept his dribble, they wouldn't have called that foul, but kind of bailed him out. We see that in the NBA a lot. You don't see it in high school as much.
Helm throws it in. Banwait will set the offense here for the Warriors. Willoughby, high right side. Helm hands it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, 16 points against the Trojans in the December 16th game.
Yeah, and he hasn't taken a shot yet. The Trojans done a good job keeping the ball out of his hands.
Marcus Ankney draws that assignment here early. He's guarding McLaughlin. Willoughby misses, gets his own rebound, tries it again, missed it. Out of bounds. We have a whistle foul against CG. Jalen Bundy picks up his first, and that'll be team foul number 3 against the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, Willoughby, like many of the Whiteland players, can really jump, athletic, and can get up quick, and he did a nice job there of getting his own offensive rebound twice to get a chance for a two-shot conversion.
Willoughby at the line, shooting 2, misses on the first. 1 of 3 from the stripe.
And most of Whiteland's top players are not very good free throw shooters. They're not a good free throw shooting team, so that's not a terrible thing for the Trojans.
Misses on both free throws. Marcus with the rebound. 7-3 Trojans, 4:25 on the clock, first quarter. Coach Hahn from the bench saying move the ball. He wants more ball movement, trying to get into their half-court set. Really spreading the floor. Bundy down the lane. He's fouled by Jazz Banwait. Number 1 on Jazz, number 1 against Whiteland.
Now, Whiteland trying to kind of mix up that defense a little bit. They were man-to-man early, came down with a press and went to 2-3, and that time almost looked like a 1-2-2 zone. But Trojans were able to get it inside. Bundy with the shot and was fouled.
Jalen, 68% free throw shooter. Hits on the first, 3 points in the ballgame.
See Coach Hahn taking a lot of the players off the side here, kind of getting back on what they're going to do in the offensive end since the defense has changed a little bit.
So he hits on both. He's got 4 points in the ballgame. 9-3 Trojans. 4 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Wyatt McLaughlin, junior guard, 6'1", with the dribble. Ball tipped. Smits gets a lot of deflections. He leads Center Grove in deflection and steals, but the Whiteland Warriors get the basket. Who gets credit for that, too?
Well, Willoughby raised his hand first, other than Roy, so I'll give it to Willoughby since he's the one that raised his hand to say, I got it.
So if it's Willoughby, that'll be his 3rd point. And Marcus Ankney hits his second three-pointer.
A smooth shot by Marcus. That kind of got up there and just hit the rim, but just so soft, it bounced right in.
Marcus with 6 points to lead the Trojans. 3:20 on the clock. We're in the first quarter. Steal by Jalen Bundy.
Bundy's playing really well tonight.
Bundy fouled on the floor before the shot. It'll be out of bounds, Center Grove.
Braden Roy on that first foul.
Braden Roy. It's his first. Couple of fouls against Whiteland. McComb fakes. Bundy left open for a 3 on top of the key. Long, Marcus chases it down. Good hustle by Marcus.
Very good hustle.
Bundy. Into the corner. Marcus eyes another 3. Got it.
Wow.
Marcus Ankney, his 3rd three-pointer, 9 points, and Marcus really has it going here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, he sure does. I'll give Center Grove credit. You know, there's good coaching. They did a great job there, just moving the ball around. Ethan McComb could have maybe forced up a 3 with a guy kind of in his face, decided not to take it. Shot fake, got it back to Bundy, who's able to get over to Marcus for the open 3, and they canned it. The Trojans are playing extremely unselfish right now, and that's showing up with the assists they get and great shots they're getting on the offensive end.
Great find by Bundy with Marcus Ankney hitting that 3 from the corner. 30-second timeout called by Whiteland's Nate Kangany in his 4th year as head coach of the Whiteland Warriors. Spent a couple of years at Waldron and 1 year at Hauser as head coach. big moment in his coaching career. Johnson County champs last year by 3 points over the Center Grove Trojans, 46-43 at Indian Creek. But he's got his hands full tonight. Center Grove, so impressive here early, so impressive throughout the entire season.
Just a very confident team right now, the Trojans are.
Banwaits, Willoughby. New player in there for the Warriors. Stubbe, Gavin Stubbe, sophomore, number 21. Willoughby in the lane, scores. He's got 5 points. 5 of the team's 7. 2:10 left to play, first quarter.
Whiteland still in that 2-3 zone.
Smith still looking for his first basket. Ball taken away by Banwait. Turnover by CG. McLaughlin had it tipped away, gets it back. Roy goes baseline. Good defense by Spellman. McLaughlin, he likes to drive. He likes to drive right, come back to the left. Baseline. Stubbe scores. His first 2 off the bench.
Yeah, nice move by Stubbe. Went to the right hand and shot it back with the left. He was getting stuck on the right side. Real smooth shot.
90 seconds left in this opening quarter.
Nice comeback by Whiteland. Got 4 straight points off the timeout.
Marcus almost lost that one out of bounds. Bundy down the lane. Finds Smits. They're doing a good job on Smits so far. Here's McComb's first shot. He drills a 3. He's got such range.
That could have been a 4. That was far enough out. That was a bomb by McComb. But again, as we always say, he gets his feet set. He can hit it from anywhere.
He's got that ability to shoot the deep one. You're right. He could be 2 to 3 steps behind the 3-point line. Banwait had a block by Spellman. He gets it back. 50 seconds to play first quarter. Willoughby gets a high ball screen. Good hedge by Spellman. Roy looks opposite. McLaughlin, he likes to spin. Throws it in the backcourt, over and back. Good defense by Marcus Ankney to force that turnover. And let's watch on the replay the senior, McComb. His first shot attempt, nothing but net.
Yeah, and he's been patient. He's had a couple chances if he wanted to really throw one up there and has laid back and made that good pass, and he got an open one there. Even though it's far out, we know he can hit him.
30-second timeout. 18-9 Trojans, 38 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter. This is the Johnson County Tournament semifinal game, Game 2, Game 1. Franklin hangs on to beat Greenwood 30-29. So Franklin's in the championship game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock back here at Whiteland to play the winner between Center Grove and Whiteland. Going back to Ethan McComb, he's averaging 7 points a ball game, 4 rebounds. He's got 24 three-pointers on the season, shooting 45% on three-pointers this year.
Yeah, his three-point shooting has just been fantastic, as really all the Trojans have. But McComb is just that pure shooter, and especially if he gets his feet set, he can shoot from anywhere. A couple subs in for the Trojans, Kevin.
Good to see Peyton Bird back in the lineup for the Trojans, coming back from a sprained ankle, missed last Friday and Saturday's games.
Owen Baker in also for the first time.
Senior Owen Baker, number 2. Hit 3 big threes against Jennings County last Saturday.
Yeah, he's been shooting the ball fantastically well, too, from outside. Really done a nice shot.
And, Rick, you'll recall he hit the big 3 against Carmel to conclude the first quarter.
Sure did. That was a big shot for momentum for the Trojans.
Down to 6 seconds, 5. Here comes Marcus. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That might be Roy's second. We'll see here. Yes, it is.
It is number 2 on Roy. 3 against Whiteland. Marcus at the line to shoot 2. He's got a chance here to go into double figures. .9 seconds on the clock. And Marcus in double figures with 10.
Yeah, Marcus is a third of the way to both Greenwood and Franklin scoring in the first game.
Good point. They scored 30. Franklin did. He's got 10 here in the first quarter. Big difference.
Yeah, sure, different type of ball game.
Also good to see Garrett Messer in. He sat out last Friday and Saturday with a sprained ankle as well. He hits on both free throws with 11 points for Marcus Enke. That brings us to the end of the first quarter, and very impressive start for the Center Grove Trojans. We'll take a break. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball being presented tonight by IU Health.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might not be wearing a team jersey, but you are still a representative of your high school.
Please conduct yourself in a way that reflects positively on your team, your school, and your community.
Thank you for practicing good sportsmanship during tonight's game.
Go Trojans!
Go Trojans! Go Trojans!
Underway here in the second quarter. Center Grove in front of Whiteland 20-9. This is the Johnson County Tournament semifinal round. Good defense here by the Trojans. Bird remains in the ball game. Messer as well off the bench, and now we see Dylan Metter in there as well. Owen Baker off the bench. So a lot of subs in there for the Trojans, along with Joey Schmitz, the lone starter for CG. Missed shot by the Warriors. We do have a foul against CG. Owen Baker picks up his first.
Yeah, that's be interesting how the Trojans come out here in the second quarter. They only have one starter, Joey Schmitz in. We know our bench is pretty strong, but Whiteland has just about every starter back in there. So see if the Trojans can hang on to this lead before while the guys get the rest.
Once again, Marcus Enke, 11 points in the opening quarter, 3 3-pointers, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Jalen Bundy, 4 points. McComb had a 3-pointer for 3, and Spellman had a basket for 2. So a lot of different players contributing. That's the way it's been all season long, really, for the Center Grove Trojans.
Really has. And then other guys passing the ball, good defense, good rebounding. Trojans played all parts of the game well.
Jazz Banwaite short on his 3.
Kevin, really good to see Marcus start so well. He's not shot the ball quite as well the last week or two, so we know he's capable, but this is great to see him kind of break out of that. Hopefully that'll get him going like he has been early in the season.
Center Grove working against the full court pressure. Joey Schmitz now will be the point out on top. Coach Hahn calls out the half-court set here for the Trojans, 6:50 on the clock. We're in the second quarter. Center Grove has led throughout here in this first half. Baker, the senior, back to Schmitz, the junior. Into the corner, Baker sets for the 3, and it's long. Rebound, good rebound by Wyatt McLaughlin, really skying for that rebound. He's going to try a 3, rimmed it. That's McLaughlin. McLaughlin still scoreless. He averages 16. And Metter gets it taken away by McLaughlin from behind, and he gets the breakaway layup. Just as I said, he was scoreless. He gets an easy 2.
Yeah, that's good defense by McLaughlin. Nice steal. Saw Metter kind of make the spin move and leave that ball out. That's a classic play to get a chance to steal, and he made it.
Six minutes to go until halftime. Just 2 points so far in this second quarter. The layup there by McLaughlin. Center Grove still scoreless. And now an ill-advised pass stolen away by McLaughlin. Edwards tries a 3. It's long. Cleared out by the Trojans.
Yeah, Coach Hahn has had enough. I was a little worried also with this lineup. Who's going to score? And Trojans struggle a little bit here so far. Luckily, only giving up 2 points on a defensive end, but all the other starters are coming back in. Another turnover.
Banwaite with the steal. McLaughlin. Right wing, a 3-pointer. Willoughby throws up an air ball. Metter will push quickly for CG. Baker fakes on the three, resets, and missed on the three. Smith tries to put it back. He's fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot 2.
It's Gavin Stubbe's first tonight. 4 on Whiteland.
Misses on the first free throw. I believe that's just his 3rd miss this year for Joey Schmitz. 93% on the season.
26 of 28 before that shot.
Shot 90% last season from the free throw line.
Joey's the one guy tonight that hasn't gotten going yet. There you go.
Gets his first point. First point also for CG here in the second quarter. And we see a lot of the starters back in there for CG. I guess we have all 5 starters in there for CG. Wholesale changes here for Coach Hahn. Edwards left it short. Willoughby trying to tip it in. Cannot. Rebound Spellman. Marcus will push for the Trojans. Bundy finds Schmitz. Joey still looking for his first field goal. McComb fakes on the three. There's Marcus, deep right corner. Three is no good, but he's fouled. He'll get 3 free throws. Ethan Edwards, sophomore, fouls him in the corner.
Boy, that's like money for Center Grove right there, the way Marcus playing. 11 points already and getting 3 free throws to potentially add to it.
$12 points for Marcus. One more for the senior. Good job by McComb. Tipped that one right back to Marcus. Entry pass to Spellman. Saved. Good hustling defense by DJ Helm. Malik Perkins, number 2 in the ball game. He's a great athlete. Very fast, very quick. And here comes Marcus. On the way up, he's stripped, out of bounds. The Whiteland students right under the basket felt like that went off Marcus, but the officials say it will be Center Grove ball.
Coach Cagney is pointing that way too, but the official was right there. He saw everything.
Bundy will throw it in. 4:15 on the clock. We're in the second quarter, and Smith is long on his 3. Smith still trying to find it here in the first half. Good help defense by Spellman, but he does make contact. Let's see if it'll be on Spellman or Ankney. It will be Marcus Ankney with the foul, with the body. Number 2 on Marcus. So each team now with 5 team fouls. McLaughlin at the line to shoot 2. He's got 3 points in the ball game. Again, he averages 16.5 points a ball game, 73% from the free throw line. Center Grove held him scoreless in the first quarter. He's got 4, and he scored 16 against Center Grove in the previous game. 22-13 Trojans, 4 minutes left in this opening half. Whiteland, for whatever reason, they've had Center Grove's number as of late here in the county tournament. Coach on 2 and 3 against the Warriors.
They're hanging around tonight. The Trojans look like they might blow them out in that first quarter, but Whiteland's done a nice job here second quarter to get back into this.
Boom. Big shot by Ethan McComb. He's got a couple of threes now. He's got 6 points in the ball game.
2 threes, 2 buckets for McComb. He's shooting the ball well.
Shot it well against Carmel. Shot it very, very well against Jennings County.
He played great against Jennings County.
And shooting it really well again here in the first half. And McLaughlin able to get the offensive rebound. He's got 6 points, and that's something Coach Hahn put in the scouting report. You got to keep Whiteland off the offensive boards.
Yeah, McLaughlin and Willoughby both are very quick, very good jumpers, and just find ways to get that ball back. So you really got to block them out. And didn't do it that time.
McComb to Marcus. Ankney throws it to the corner. Smits fakes, drives, finds Bundy. Bundy into the corner. Marcus tries a 3, and it's his 4th 3 of the night. 15 points.
Yeah, Marcus is just on fire from 3. That was net almost missed all the net. That was so pure.
That's where you penetrate and kick. Draw the defense. Again, Marcus, 15 points, 4 3-pointers. Ball on the floor. Coach Kangany trying to get a timeout. He does not. They will call it jump ball. See the great passing here in the half court by the Trojans to set up that great 3-look for Marcus Ankney.
Yeah, about 6 passes. Everybody touched the ball, and a couple potential chance for open, but again, shot fakes and finding that open guy. Trojans got what they wanted.
2.5 minutes left to play. We're in the second quarter.
Whiteland going back to man-to-man.
28-15 Trojans. Center Grove has not trailed here in the first half. McLaughlin on the floor, going after the loose ball. He was out of bounds, so it'll be Trojan ball. Metter will check in for CG. Smits will take a break. Marcus will throw it in. McComb, deep right corner. Spellman posting inside against Willoughby. Bundy. McComb finds Spellman. He's double teamed immediately.
Nice cut.
Great cut. Great find by Spellman. We'll talk about his great prowess of the pass and just his vision.
Yeah, Spellman has great vision. He's always looking really pass first. He'll take that shot secondly, and as he got it out there to double team, Marcus made a great cut the bucket. Good steal by the Trojans.
Here comes Marcus. He's got 17 points. Passes it to the corner. Helm knocks it out of bounds. Trojans will throw it in, and we'll see Peyton Bird check in for CG. Let's see this great pass by Spellman. Just a great cut by Marcus, and Spellman with the assist.
Trojans really doing a nice job tonight of finding the open man and not forcing shots. They're making the extra pass, and that makes a big difference.
Marcus will throw it in for CG with 1:40 to play. We're in the second quarter. Trojans have doubled up the Warriors at 30-15. Malik Perkins guarding Bundy out on top. Metter, couple of dribbles, terminates the dribble. Marcus Ankney finds Bird inside to Spellman. Spellman looking opposite. Now this time he throws it over the top of Metter. Didn't really get a good handle on the ball.
Yeah.
Looked like he lost the handle.
Yeah, he looked like he threw it a little quick. He saw the double team coming, and he looked real quickly to who it was, but just kind of got away from him a little bit. It would be Wilt Chamberlain to maybe get that one.
1:15 on the clock in this opening half. Messer back in. He replaces Spellman. Edwards down the lane. He'll be at the line to shoot 2. He's fouled by Dylan Metter. Ethan Edwards, sophomore, 6'4", 2 shots. He averages 4, 83% from the free throw line. His first point tonight.
He's our best free throw shooter. It looked like it right there. That's a pretty looking shot. Nice touch. He's an impressive player. He's got a good drive, good size. He'll be a nice player next couple of years for Whiteland.
Misses the next. 1 minute to play. Opening half, 30-16 Trojans.
We'll see if the Trojans against Carmel. We a couple times took it down to the wire to see if we just go one shot. We'll see if we try to do that here.
Center Grove spreading the floor. Bird in the high post. Metter goes baseline. Skip pass. Marcus Ankney looking to go with the drive. Had it knocked away. Gets it back to Metter out on top with 35 seconds to play. Bird looks opposite. Bundy, deep right corner. He fakes. Now he's going to do a pull-up jump shot. Missed it. On the rebound, Messer tried to get a piece of it. Willoughby with the rebound. His outlet pass is stolen and scored by Bundy. Bundy kind of hung around and jumped that passing lane, got the steal.
Yeah, you see the Pacers, T.J. McConnell do that a lot. Because kind of hanging around, see if they're going to do it. Get a little lackadaisical that pass. He's right there to steal it. Great play by Jalen.
Down to 8 seconds. First half. Here comes Edwards. Willoughby with 3, 2. Follow away, jump shot on the 3, does not go for DJ Helm. Good defense by the Trojans in that last Whiteland possession, and the Trojans with a 32-16 lead going into the halftime locker room. This is the Johnson County Tournament semifinal game between the Trojans and the Warriors. Winner plays Franklin tomorrow night in the championship. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball presented by IU Health.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Fans, the officials of tonight's game are members of this community, just like you are.
Without them, tonight's game would not be possible.
Please give them the courtesy and respect they deserve.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
From our license plate recognition and hassle-free conveyor belt to our free vacuum stations and mat washers, Kopetsky Auto Wash is here to make sure we leave you with an extraordinary experience. We are always committed to delivering you a quick, quality, clean, is lathered, and fun. We are committed to serving our community through ongoing support of Center Grove academics, athletics, arts, and beyond. We are rooted in community and proud to offer our ongoing support to the organizations and individuals within it.
Fall at Ray Skillman Buick GMC means tailgates, touchdowns, and tons of inventory. We have a huge selection of brand new Buicks and GMCs in stock and ready for all your fall fun. The GMC Sierra is everybody's tailgate MVP, and the GMC Terrain is the perfect vehicle for your scenic fall drive. Check out the winning lineup of Buick and GMCs in stock at Ray Skillman Buick GMC or RaySkillmanCars.com.
Center Grove leads Whiteland 32-16 here at intermission in the Johnson County Tournament semifinal game. Game 1, Franklin defeated Greenwood 30-29. So Franklin's in the championship game tomorrow night. Winner of game 2 will play Franklin in the title game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock right back here at Whiteland. Scoring summary from the first half. Center Grove, great first quarter. Put up 20 points. Held Whiteland to 9 in the second quarter. Center Grove outscored the Warriors 12-7 to take a 32-16 lead here at intermission. And Rick, you have our halftime scores.
I do. Trojans had 6 players score. They were led and the leading scorer and the only player in double figures for both teams is Mark Mazankney, who just had a fantastic first half. He had 17 points. He had 4 3-pointers and just played an all-around fantastic game to lead the Trojans. But Jalen Bundy had 6 points, and we were talking off air how important he is to the Trojans, and what a great job he's done today. He scored 6 points, he's passed the ball well, he's handled it well, and he had steals too, so he's done a little bit of everything. The other guy that played really well, I thought, is Ethan McComb. He's got 2 3-pointers, but really made some very nice passes, and only taken 2 shots, but he had several others he could have forced, but did not, and got the open guy. Just played really well also. Will Spellman has 2 points, and then Joey Schmitz, second leading scorer for Trojans, only 1 point, but that shows the Trojans well-balanced because they're leading by 16 points with their second-best score with just 1 in the first half. Whiteland, they've had 5 players score also. They were led by Wyatt McLaughlin with 6 points. He averaged 16 a game. Didn't have any in the first quarter. He did get 6, got going a little bit in the second quarter, and we'll see if they really go to him in the second half. 5 points for Austin Willoughby. He got all those in the first quarter and was pretty quiet in the second. So interesting how that changed between their two leading scorers, McLaughlin and Willoughby, handing one quarter to the other. They need both those guys to get going and get back in this game. Gavin Stubbe had a bucket for 2. Braden Roy had a bucket for 2 also. And Ethan Edwards had 1 free throw for 1 point to round out Whiteland's score.
So again, our halftime score, 32-16. CG leads Whiteland. And Rick, let's go back a little bit and talk about last Friday and Saturday. So on Friday, Joey Schmitz had that great game of 20 points, and McComb shot it well against Carmel as well with 3 3-pointers. And then Saturday night, you see McComb really step up with his 3-point shooting against Jennings County. I just think Schmitz, and you throw in Ankney the night before against Carmel, they spent a lot of energy against Carmel. But it's great to see some other guys on Saturday night step up, and you're seeing something similar here tonight. Tonight, at the moment, it's Marcus Ankney that's really got the offense going, and I know you mentioned how his offense has been a little down last few games, but he also draws the assignment a lot of times to guard the other team's best player, and that sometimes will impact your offense.
No doubt. He had Orm on him on last Friday, who's 6'8" as a guard, so that made it pretty tough to shoot and drive, which agrees. And Orm could move pretty well, a Division I player. But Marcus didn't shoot quite as well then, but came back Saturday and played better. And then you have kind of the opposite on between Schmitz and McComb. Schmitz played great shooting on Friday. McComb came back on Saturday and shot the ball real well. And so that's a nice thing about the Trojans this year. They got several players that can step up and score, so you just can't count on that one guy and shut him down. So boxing one against the Trojans not work well at all because they got other guys to score. We got Bundy and Spellman been consistent, and the bench has done a nice job. Even last weekend when we had several guys hurt, and that was one reason maybe why Marcus got a little tired. We didn't have some of those guys to come in against 2 very good teams, but to come in and kind of give them some breaks. So Marcus too in the Jennings County game was guarding some very good guards and really Jennings County had some nice shooters also, so you really had to stay on him, and that tired him out a little bit too. But great comeback from Marcus tonight. Trojans kind of banging back their element, everybody contributing, and it's showing up in the scoreboard.
Whiteland has returned, warming up, getting ready for the second half. We have more Center Grove hoops coming up tomorrow. The Center Grove girls basketball team will be hosting the Seymour Owls back at the Vandy. JV tips at noon. Varsity will follow at about 1:30. We'll be there with the live stream. Seymour at 12-5, and the Center Grove girls basketball team at 15-4, and CG girls have won 11 straight, going for number 12 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're about a month out from the girls sectionals. It's amazing how quickly this is going. But so yeah, the girls team's playing really well. Kind of got things going on their end, and hopefully keep it up tomorrow night.
At this moment, we'd like to thank our Center Grove boys basketball sponsors for this season. Our presenting sponsor is IU Health, Ray Skillman Auto Group, Pella Windows and Doors, Reese Restoration, TFS Technology, Tiffany McClurg of Century 21 Sheets, Duke Homes, Bryce Barrett Family Wealth, Street Greens, BDC Landscaping, True Point Financial Advisors, the Mark Linder team of Century 21 Sheets, Southside Cryotherapy, Kopeski Auto Wash, and Matt Beecher Builders. Appreciate all of our wonderful sponsors for CG Boys Basketball. So let's take a look at the scores so far from this Johnson County tournament in the first round. How about Greenwood edging Edinburgh on Tuesday, 43-40. Edinburgh's having a great season, but the Woodmen hang on to beat the Lancers by 3 on Tuesday. And then Franklin had a big win against GCA, 65-47. And Whiteland defeated Indian Creek, 69-54. That's your first round games on Tuesday. Again in game 1 tonight in the semifinal round, 30-49 Franklin over Greenwood. And now we're at halftime. Center Grove leads Whiteland 32-16. Center Grove Trojans receiving a first round bye. Center Grove is the top seed in the Johnson County tournament this season.
Yeah, so Trojans obviously being ranked 5 in the state. They are the top seed and playing like it. They've got a little break, which is needed. I think with 2 tough games last week, it's good they got a bye for the Trojans too. Workout practice, kind of relax a little bit, but they've come out strong. No rush from last weekend. They played a great first half. Hopefully get the second half. Maybe even get some guys some rest playing a back-to-back, because Franklin really had to go hard that whole way, winning by a point. That might help us even a little bit more tomorrow.
Looking at the keys of the game from Coach Hahn, he said keep 14 and 30 out of the paint. They like to drive. They like to spin back to the left. So let's look at 14. That's Wyatt McLaughlin, 6 points. I would say did a good job.
Yeah, definitely.
Austin Willoughby, 5 points. So you held him to 11 points combined. That's a good job.
I agree. Way below scoring for McLaughlin. He averaged 16. Right on pace for Willoughby, but that's okay. As long as they keep them to what they normally do, we're probably going to win the ball game.
Also, Coach Hahn said keep Whiteland off the offensive boards. We've seen a couple here and there, but for the most part, they've done a good job of that. And push the ball in transition to try and create some pace. And we've seen Center Grove push it at times and trying to get some easy baskets in transition.
We've done well there. The other thing we've done, we haven't let any of Whiteland's kind of ancillary guys, Bathwaite or Roy or whatever, get hot also. So they really kind of kept them down, and I don't think they've had a three-pointer all night. So that's been a great job of the Trojans on the perimeter defense, and they're just stealed by Marcus.
We're underway. Marcus Ankney begins the second half with a dunk. 19 points for Marcus. That's a great way to start the second half.
Wow, you're telling me. Marcus is having a career night, maybe.
30 seconds into the second half. Short on the three by DJ Helm, and you're right. Whiteland has not scored on a three-pointer tonight.
They struggle shooting the threes anyway, but Bathwaite especially is a pretty good three-point shooter, and I don't think he's taken one. Really, we played such good perimeter defense. They haven't got many to shoot.
Marcus left wide open. 21 points. Great find by Spellman.
Spellman is just a fantastic passer for a center and made another great one right there for an easy layup. Great start by the Trojans here.
Center Grove in the first half had 6 three-pointers, 4 by Marcus Ankney and 2 by Ethan McComb. Helm fouled by Bundy. Scorer the 2 points, and he'll go to the free throw line for 1.
Basket is good. Center Grove foul, Jacob Bundy.
Bundy's second foul. Number 1 against the Trojans.
Really nobody for either team in foul trouble. Just 2 fouls is the most for either team. So okay on that end for both teams.
Converts on the three-point play. 6:55 to play, third quarter. Coach Hahn trying to get the Trojans back to the county championship. Coach Hahn 4 county championships. Coach Cliff Hawkins has the most for Center Grove and in the county with 6. Center Grove has won 22 county titles, also the most by any county school. Here comes the big fella, Will Spellman. Nice bounce pass to the cutting McComb on the baseline. Ethan McComb with 8 points.
Well, we don't keep assists right here as much because it's moving so fast, but Will Spellman's got to have 5 assists or so today. He's been fantastic passing the ball. And Torton's done a really good job of cutting the bucket, too, when he gets it.
Spellman, 32 assists coming into tonight's game, second behind Bundy's 52 assists. And there's the first field goal for Joey Schmitz. In transition, we talked about that being one of the keys. Score in transition. And let's watch the steal here to begin the second half by Marcus Ankney and the one-handed slam.
Pretty nice right there. Some athletic ability being able to get up. Key, Kevin, when you say that get those fast breaks going, the real key to that is get those defensive rebounds.
Correct.
The coach did a great job there, looked up quickly so they're not kind of getting around and trying to make the easy pass. If it's not there, they're not taking it. But our guards, knowing that we're going to likely get those rebounds, they're taking off. And we've had a couple times this year in the second half for some easy layups.
Also, the great defense, getting those steals like Marcus did there.
Definitely. Whiteland's just totally out of sorts right now on the offensive end. Trojans have kind of shut them down with great defense.
We talk about Center Grove's offense so much, but their defense, again, holding teams on average 46 points a ball game.
Yeah, really, really impressive.
You got to go back again, like I said last week, back to the late 1940s when Center Grove had teams holding opponents in that mid-40 range. McLaughlin spin move short on the shot. Bundy pushes 3-on-1. Whiteland not getting back. Smith scores and 1. Whiteland did not sprint back defensively, and Center Grove takes advantage. You just see 3-on-1 on the replay. Smith finishes at the line shooting 1.
You can see Whiteland now. Their heads are down a little bit. I think they know this is a little bit of a replay of earlier in the season, the way it's looking, and that's pretty tough.
6 points for Joey Schmitz, 5 here in the third quarter. He's really picking up his game. We talk about Joey and his offense, but his defense, again, he leads the team. He leads the team in steals and deflections, and he gets a breakaway layup. He's got 8 points.
The Trojans have had all layups other than the one shot otherwise about 5 feet out, and those have been on steals or fast breaks. The defense is really shutting down Whiteland.
5 minutes remaining third quarter. Braden Roy scores. He's got 4. Puts the stop to a great run by the Trojans. Center Grove had scored, 9 straight?
Yeah. Another tight pass underneath.
Spellman, he's got 4.
Well, you talk about putts in golf, that you want to get it close so you can make more putts. Trojans haven't had a shot outside a layup here in the second half.
Marcus, follow away 3, swish! 5 3-pointers by Marcus Ankney, 24 points in the ball game. Timeout called. 4:26 to play third quarter. Center Grove 50, Whiteland 21.
Well, I think the one light of the tunnel for Whiteland, they're looking at saying, thank goodness we're in a different sectional nowadays. We don't have to play Trojans this year in the sectional, because we've got their number. I know some years they've really been tough, but this year, Whiteland's played a lot of teams close. This is not close, and the early one was either. Trojans really putting it to them.
Marcus Ankney, Indiana All-Star candidate, Indiana Wesleyan commit, putting together one of his finest games of the season. The average is 15. He's got 24. 5 3-pointers.
I'll have to maybe look up. I don't know what Marcus's all-time high scoring is. Probably got in the mid-20s, I'm guessing, maybe upper 20s. I don't know if he's got 30 before.
I think he got a 30. Was it up, Brent? Was it up at the Kokomo tournament, Marcus? Didn't he have 30-something, I thought? It seemed like he had one game where I thought he did eclipse 30 points.
No, he's well on his way here. As long as the Trojans keep him in the game. With a big lead, you might see some rest coming up too here for the players. It totally makes sense, but with 24 here with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, he's well on his way for that. 25, I'm sorry.
Back to action, Whiteland with the basketball. 4:15 to play in the third. Willoughby foul going to the basket. Spellman picks up the personal. A couple of free throws for Austin Willoughby. He struggled tonight from the free throw line, 1 for 4. Again, he shoots 38% from the stripe. First foul on Spellman. Swishes that one.
That's tough, though, when you're second leading scorer and the guy that has the ball in his hands a lot, shooting 38% from the free throw line. That doesn't bode well in close games. Look good there, though.
7 points for Willoughby.
Whiteland 2-2-1 press, trying to mix things up a little bit, see if they can get Trojan to turn it over.
Center Grove has outscored Whiteland so far in the third, 18-7. Big third quarter for the Trojans. On the baseline, Spellman flushes it. The big fella.
That was impressive right there, too, because he didn't have a running start. Good block.
Spellman blocks it out of bounds. .347 to play in the third. Gavin Stubbe throws it in. Now they go inside. Stubbe gets it back. Foul. He'll get 2 shots. Bundy just picked up his third foul. Let's watch the replay of the great pass by Schmitz. Cutting on that baseline was Spellman for the two-handed flush. Stubbe hits the first of 2. 3 points in the ball game for the sophomore. Averages 5. Shoots 82% from the stripe. Got them both. .340 on the clock. We're in the third quarter. Metter to the baseline, around the perimeter. Baseline drive by Ankney. Smits driving hard. Looks underneath for Spellman. Goes off the glass, rolled it off. Good pass by Smits. They got the high percentage shot. 3 is good. Edwards. That's her first three-pointer.
That is. That's her first three-pointer of the night.
3 minutes remaining here in the third. Spellman hands it off to Metter. Metter into the corner. McComb. Marcus between the circles, directs traffic, calls out the play. Now Spellman hands it off to Smits. McComb, baseline. No look pass. Spellman knocked out of bounds by Whiteland. Trojans will throw it in with 2:37 on the clock here in the third, and Wyatt McLaughlin back in for the Warriors. Three is off the mark by the Trojans. Chased down by Stubing. McLaughlin, one-handed pass. Edwards travels with the basketball. Just a little too quick on the takeoff.
He had the right idea, the shot fake, because Trojans were coming at him hard to get inside, but just shuffled the feet a little bit.
2:20 remaining third quarter. Center Grove putting together a great third quarter. Spellman. Trojans turn it over.
Something's wrong, Kevin. We've missed a couple shots in a row. I don't know what's going on with us. We've been hot so much this third quarter.
Kind of cooled off a little bit the last few possessions.
Just joking there. Trojans been playing fantastic.
Ball out of bounds. It'll be Whiteland ball. Just got word, we believe Marcus had 29 against South Bend Riley.
Okay.
That might be his season high.
Well, you were right. You were close right there. You were Kokomo. He was up there.
Thought he had a real big game up at Kokomo in that tournament. We're under 2 minutes to play in the third. Edwards, the sophomore, foul. On the floor, 2 shots. We'll see. They're going to say 2 shots.
Joey Schmitz.
Edwards hits on the first free throw. 5 points in the ball game.
Edwards averages 5 points a game, and I'm pretty impressed with his game. Can drive the ball. He's got a good-looking shot. Excellent free throw shooter. He's going to be a nice player. 6'4".
Hits on both. Marcus driving with the left hand. He's fouled. He'll get 2 shots. Marcus showing his versatility, using that left hand. If you can go right and left, you're just that. It's going to make you that much better.
I agree. Marcus has a strength too. He's tall enough and strength that he can get inside and get that shot off with some pressure.
One more for Marcus. 24 points in the ball game.
Well, and he's struggling a little. He's 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Got 4 for 7.
Trojans by 23. Marcus and Will take a break with 90 seconds to play in the third. Bird and Messer check in. Again, good to see Bird and Messer return to the lineup after sitting out last Friday and Saturday with sprained ankles. Foul against CG. Peyton Bird commits the foul.
Foul, Peyton Bird.
Braden Roy back to the line. He's got 4 points in the ball game, 49% from the free throw line. Look good on that one. Helm back in along with Perkins for Whiteland. Bundy with the rebound. Messer back to Bundy. Also Owen Baker in there for the Trojans, senior. Metter finds Bird. He's going to try the deep one from the deep left corner. A battle for the rebound. Helm comes up with it for Whiteland. Deep right corner, Perkins. Back to Helm, down the lane with the left hand, too hard, gets his own rebound. Tries it again. I think Bird got a piece of it. Ball still loose. Helm gets a third try, and he scores. Stays with it. 5 points for Helm.
Good job by Helm there. Not getting too frustrated, getting it back and putting it in. Good job by him after getting the first shot blocked.
Center Grove working for a final shot of the quarter. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Trojans by 20. Center Grove trying to make it, can you believe it, Rick? 99 wins. If they get the win tonight, 99 wins against Whiteland.
Wow, that is amazing. That's a lot of wins. That's a lot of games being played.
166th meeting between these two schools. Center Grove leads the series 98-67. Baker with 2 seconds, had to put it up there. Last second shot will not go for the Warriors. Center Grove leads it by 20 after 3 in the Johnson County Tournament Semifinals. Tonight's game being presented by IU Health. This is Trojan basketball.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might not be wearing a team jersey, but you are still a representative of your high school.
Please conduct yourself in a way that reflects positively on your team, your school, and your community.
Thank you for practicing good sportsmanship during tonight's game.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans. Go Trojans.
Center Grove by 20. We're ready for the fourth quarter here at Whiteland. Center Grove basketball. Center Grove trying to punch its ticket here to the county championship tomorrow night. Franklin in the county championship, beating Greenwood in game 1 tonight by 1 point, 30-29. Bundy in the lane, scores. What a move by Jalen Bundy.
That was pretty. He had Perkins wrapped all around him and just decided, okay, I'm going to take it. I got a little step on him behind the back play, pass, or a dribble, and nice smooth pull-up. Good steal by the Trojans. Nice job by Bird.
Spellman couldn't get a very good angle. He was running down the middle of the floor, and Perkins scores his first 2. One minute into the fourth quarter. Each team with a field goal. Bundy finds Bird on the baseline. Bird had a big game against Whiteland back on mid-December. I think he had around 12, 14 points, hit several three-pointers. Still scoreless here tonight in this contest. Center Grove being very patient, taking a lot of clock here. Here comes Bundy. He's fouled. I should say he's blocked by Helm.
Sure looked like they got a lot of body there, but
Bundy loses his tennis shoe. Great sportsmanship by Helm. He helps Bundy up. And at the moment, Bundy playing without a sneaker. A missed shot by Whiteland. Here comes Owen Baker. He's fouled. He'll get 2 shots from the free throw line. The Center Grove bench getting a laugh or two. Went Bundy out there trying to get his shoe back on. Second foul on DJ Helm. Again, I got to reiterate, so Helm and Bundy, kind of a collision after the block, and Bundy and Helm both fall hard to the floor. Helm took some extra time there to help Bundy back to his feet. Just love to see the sportsmanship.
Yeah, you really do, especially county rivals. You know, it's an intense game, and that is great to see by both teams, but nice job by Helm there.
Baker gets his first point tonight. Couple of free throws for Owen Baker. 4 of 6 from the free throw line this season. 6:10 to play in tonight's county semifinal game. Missed shot by McLaughlin. Center Grove has never trailed in tonight's ball game.
Good start by the Trojans. They've just kind of run it up from there. Really played a great game all the way around.
McComb back to Baker. Out of bounds. McLaughlin tipped it out of bounds. McComb baseline. Good defense by Helm on the baseline. Might have got a piece of the shot. Helm tried to drive, lost it. Outlet goes to Baker. Scoop shot good. His first field goal. He has 4 points all here in the fourth quarter.
Nice job by Baker. Banwait was coming at him hard. Baker made a nice strong move and got it up high in the glass and make that shot. Good play by McLaughlin there.
McLaughlin 8 points in the ball game. Scoreless in the first quarter, scoreless in the third. Had 6 in the second, his first 2 here in the final quarter. 5 minutes to play in tonight's contest. Bundy, baseline, high arching shot, missed it, out of bounds. It'll be Trojan ball. Messer along with Smits in for CG, and Edwards checks in for Whiteland. Smits, Bird, Baker. Bird to McComb. Good job by the Trojans, not forcing it. Continuing to run some clock. Looking for that high percentage shot. Center Grove content to work the ball. McComb into the corner. Baker open for a 3 and just off the mark. He was wide open. Good set, good look.
Yeah, that was a good job of the Trojans making the extra passes and got a good shot, just didn't go in. Trojans, unlike in the early third quarter when they had their subs in, or early second quarter, they really struggled. Now the subs are in and much smoother now playing. They're not scoring as much, but no turnovers.
Foul against the Trojans. Owen Baker picks up his second.
Baker's second, you're right. Whiteland will be in the 1-on-1 after this and the next foul.
So Marcus, along with Jalen and Will on the bench, untucked in the jersey, so their nights are over.
Marcus probably wouldn't get back in.
Good chance now to rest and get ready for tomorrow night's championship game.
They get rest, and the last thing you want to see in a 20-point game is somebody turn an ankle or get hurt or something for the long run. So, plus you want to get your other players. These are going to be some guys they're going to be relying on next year. So, give them their chances to get in there when they can.
Third foul on Owen Baker. 1-on-1 here for the Warriors. McLaughlin at the line, hits on the first free throw.
McLaughlin a chance for the first Warrior to get in double figures. He's got 9, chance for 10 in this next one. And got it.
He's in double figures with 10. So again, CG averaging 60 points a ball game right now at 59. Giving up 44 per game, around 46, I should say, and at the moment, Whiteland with 39.
Well, going to be Trojans definitely going to get above 60. Whiteland, with the way it's kind of going, Whiteland is going to probably pull it up a little bit. They're liable to get 46 or 7.
Bird at the elbow. McComb. Smits. McComb open for a three. Yes, sir. Ethan McComb.
Good two-man game there between McComb and Schmitz. McComb had it, drove, threw it back to Schmitz. He got inside. They doubled him, and McComb kind of just swerved out to the three-point line and got that pass, an easy three.
3 3-pointers for McComb, 11 points in tonight's ball game. Edwards short on the three. Banway down low scores. First two for Banway.
Yeah, he averaged 9 a game, and that's his first 2 of the night.
Question is, will Coach Hahn have much of a voice tomorrow night?
Yeah, good question. He's probably resting up a little bit, but he no rest for the coaches.
That's right. McComb hits it again. Ethan McComb.
Wow, he kept his hot shooting going from last week. He shot the ball fantastic tonight. I don't think he's missed a three-pointer.
He's got 4 threes, 14 points in the ball game. Willoughby scores with the right hand. 9 points for the senior. 2:20 to play in the final quarter. A couple of more subs getting ready to check in for the Trojans.
Yeah, I think you'll see McComb and Schmitz come out here next.
Schmitz with the left hand on the drive. He's in double figures with 10. Taking a quick timeout just to get some subs in here for Coach Hahn. No need for the timeout, just a quick timeout to get some subs in. Sam Haynes, 6'7" senior, checks in. And also checking in is Micah Robertson, 6'4" senior for the Trojans. Final 2 minutes in this one. Edwards, three, good. 9 points, his second three. Turnover by CG. Here comes Willoughby. McLaughlin scores. 12 points for McLaughlin. 90 seconds left. Center Grove getting sloppy.
Yeah, Metters had a tough time. McLaughlin got awfully quick hands.
Robertson with their offensive rebound. Bird. Robertson. He's 2 of 2 on threes this year. Micah Robertson doesn't play much as a senior, but he's 2 of 2 on threes.
Good looking shot right there. Came right off the bench and didn't hesitate.
And he's 2 of 2 on free throws. Robertson is. He hasn't missed at all this year.
He might not want to take another shot. You can say my senior year I didn't miss a shot.
Foul against Bird. Willoughby misses on the free throw. He needs one more to get into double figures. A couple of more subs here for the Trojans. Rebound Robertson. Ben Chestnut in there for the Trojans along with Grant Long. A couple of players from the junior varsity team. Metter for three. Got it. He shoots a high percentage. His first basket tonight. On the season, he's now 6 of 13 on threes. Final 40 seconds in this one. So coming up tomorrow, we'll have a doubleheader for you. Center Grove girls basketball, JV at noon, varsity at 1:30. We'll be over there with a live stream. And then tomorrow night, Rick, the county championship, Center Grove Franklin, 7 o'clock, right back here at Whiteland. So come back and join us tomorrow for a doubleheader. Willoughby scores as he's hit to the floor. He's in double figures now with 11. Down to 10 seconds. Chestnut turns it over. Willoughby throws it to Edwards. He's going to try a three. Chestnut blocks it. Edwards tries it again and missed it, and that brings us to the end of the ball game. 73-50. Center Grove victorious. Center Grove 13-1 on the season, 7-1 on the road. Whiteland falls to 6-10, 2-7 here at home. And for Center Grove, this is their 99th win against Whiteland in this series. And Center Grove will play for a county championship tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here at Whiteland against Franklin. Center Grove going for county title number 23 in boys basketball. Rick, the Trojans kept the lead. They go wire to wire tonight, keeping the lead.
They did. Great job. Really all the way around. I thought the passing was fantastic tonight. Good job on the rebounding end. And we really shot the ball well, too. And that third quarter coming out, sometimes with the lead, you can get a little lackadaisical. Boy, that was opposite. Great defensive play. We probably had 5 or 6 between dunks and layups in a row. And just a great all-around effort by the Trojans. Able to get some kids some rest, and so we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Final score tonight, 73-50. Center Grove Trojans defeating the Whiteland Warriors in the Johnson County Tournament semifinal round. CG tomorrow night playing Franklin at 7 o'clock in the county championship. Stay tuned, our post-game show is up next. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball presented by IU Health.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
Fall at Racegum Buick GMC means tailgates, touchdowns, and tons of inventory. We have a huge selection of brand new Buicks and GMCs in stock and ready for all your fall fun. The GMC Sierra is everybody's tailgate MVP, and the GMC Terrain is the perfect vehicle for your scenic fall drive. Check out the winning lineup of Buick and GMCs in stock at Racegum Buick GMC or racegumandcars.com.
Pella Window Designs, distinctive style that goes beyond the ordinary. Introducing the new Pella Experience Center, a completely redesigned retail experience to homeowners, builders, contractors, and designers in Indianapolis.
Fans, the officials of tonight's game are members of this community, just like you are.
Without them, tonight's game would not be possible.
Please give them the courtesy and respect they deserve.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
From our license plate recognition and hassle-free conveyor belt to our free vacuum stations and mat washers, Kopetsky Auto Wash is here to make sure we leave you with an extraordinary experience. We are always committed to delivering you a quick, quality, clean, is lathered, and fun. We are committed to serving our community through ongoing support of Center Grove academics, athletics, arts, and beyond. We are rooted in community and proud to offer our ongoing support to the organizations and individuals within it.
Welcome back to Whiteland High School. Final time tonight here on the postgame show. Kevin Conrad, Rick Sauter with you. Center Grove victorious, 73-50. Trojans moving on to the county championship game tomorrow night to take on Franklin. Center Grove did defeat Franklin earlier in the season at Franklin, 75-40, but Rick, you may recall, Franklin did not have the two of their top players playing that night, so I expect a much more competitive game tomorrow night.
I agree. I think it'll be a more competitive game. Franklin's got a nice team. Again, a pretty athletic team. But if Trojans play like they did tonight, I don't think there's too much doubt who's going to be the favorite as far as that's concerned. But we got to keep playing as we have. But we've been consistent all year. And just a fantastic effort tonight by the Trojans all the way around. Defense is great. Rebounding is good. The passing, I thought, was one of the best we've had all year. And that leads to some open shots, which we knocked a lot down. So great game by the Trojans overall.
Scoring summary tonight, Center Grove, great start in the first quarter. Jumped on Whiteland 20-9 after that opening quarter. Center Grove outscored the Warriors 12-7 in the second quarter, led 32-16 at intermission. In the third quarter, Center Grove outscoring the Warriors 21-17, led 53-33. And in the final quarter, Center Grove outscores Whiteland 20-17, winning tonight's game 73-50. Center Grove now 13-1 on the season. Whiteland drops to 6-10. And Rick, you have our scores from tonight's game.
I do, Kevin. Trojans had 8 players score today. Really good game by everybody. They were led, as we mentioned, all game by Marcus Hankney, who really didn't play any of the fourth quarter and not a lot of the late in the third. But he ended up with 25 points. He had 5 3-pointers and really just played an all-around fantastic game. And even we got to say he had a dunk out of Marcus on early in the third quarter. So led at Trojans 25. Ethan McComb, I thought, played a fantastic game too. He had 4 3-pointers on his own, didn't miss from the 3-point line. He ended up with 14 points, and I thought a really good passing on his job, on his side of the coin too. Just really did a nice job tonight. Joey Schmidt started off slowly, only had 1 point and a half. Trojans didn't necessarily need him as much, but he came on in that third quarter with 7 points and got a bucket in the fourth quarter also. He ended up getting the double figures of 10. Jalen Bundy, I thought, played a great game also, especially early when the Trojans kind of building that lead. Great passing, did a good job at defensive end. He ended up with 8 points tonight and played a good all-around floor game. Will Spellman, again, 6 points, but he probably had 7 or 8 assists. Did a great job on the defensive end and rebounding, and some of those unsung things other than points that Spellman does really helps the Trojans, but he had 6 tonight. 4 points for Owen Baker. 3 points for Dylan Metter at the 3-pointer in the fourth quarter, and Micah Robinson had a 3-pointer also in that fourth quarter to round out Trojan scoring. For the Whiteland Warriors, they also had 8 players score. They had 2 players in double figures, both their leading scorers. Wyatt McLaughlin ended up with 12 points. Interesting, he had 6 points the second quarter and 6 points the fourth quarter. Did not score in the first or third and was really quiet in the third quarter. He didn't play as much, but he ended up with 12 points, and he's their leading scorer, but below his 16-point average. Austin Willoughby had 11 points also. Started off really well, had 5, and then had 4 late in the fourth quarter to kind of get the double figures. He had 11. 9 points with Ethan Edwards. He played a pretty strong all-around game. It was 3-4 from the field, had a couple threes. He ended up with 9 points. 5 points for DJ Helm. They had 5 points also for Braden Roy, their starting center. 4 points for Gavin Stubbe. They also had 2 points each for Jazz Banwaite and 2 points for Malik Perkins to round out scoring for the Warriors.
So with this victory, Coach Hahn now moves into sole possession of third place for most wins at Center Grove among head coaches. He now passes Cliff Hawkins. He had been tied with Coach Hawkins for third, and now he'll have third by himself. So Coach Hahn's done a lot in a very short period of time here at Center Grove, and now he'll go for county championship number 5 for Coach Hahn. His Center Grove teams won the county championship in 2021, 2019, 2018, and 2015. So going for number 5 tomorrow night. Center Grove has won 22 county championships in school history, and Coach Cliff Hawkins has the most at CG with 6, and that is also the most among all Johnson County coaches. So Coach Hahn going for number 5. He's trying to close in, trying to get a little bit closer to Coach Hawkins there, who had 6. But tomorrow night, again, should be a great rematch, I think, between Center Grove and Franklin. You may recall last year, Rick, Franklin knocked off Center Grove in the sectional and advanced to the regional. So I'm sure the Trojans kind of remember the last time they played him in a tournament game.
Yeah, well, we know Coach Hahn is a master of kind of figuring out, well, we got to motivate somebody. And, county championship is pretty good motivation, especially after getting it last year. But I guarantee he's going to bring up that big game last year in the sectionals that the Trojans lost to get a little motivation also. But give Coach Hahn a lot of credit. I mean, he's building a program now. It's not just a one-off team. You think of Center Grove for football. He's building a basketball program from the rec leagues all the way up through travel, and looking really bright for the Trojans, not only this year but in the future. He's done a great job.
Well, on that, Rick, I'll let you go, and I'll see you tomorrow night right back here at Whiteland. Again, 7 o'clock tip-off, county championship game at stake.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it, Kevin.
So once again, final score tonight from Whiteland. Center Grove defeating Whiteland 73-50. Center Grove 13-1. Whiteland 6-10. Tonight's Center Grove boys basketball coverage was produced by CG Sports Network. Our presenting sponsor was IU Health. Again, our next Center Grove web stream coming up tomorrow. Center Grove girls basketball, JV at noon, varsity at 1:30 as CG hosts Seymour. And then we're back here tomorrow night. Center Grove against Franklin in the county championship tip-off scheduled for 7 o'clock. Until next time, this is Kevin Conrad for Rick Sauter and our producer Brent Nickerson and our camera operator Sam Venegas saying so long, everyone, from Whiteland High School.